Welcome to Fomo Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Saturday, August 14th. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a very strong end to the week. Well done. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, most importantly, the retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel, and I would appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. Start with a quote. Don't rush anything. When the time is right, it will happen. Much like back in May, early June, all the indicators, all of the data all came together at the right time. And I believe history will repeat itself because we are certainly trending in that direction. Let's look at the broader market. Overall, S&P was up 7, Dow up 15, NASDAQ up 6, and the Russell was down nearly 21. AMC certainly outperformed the Russell yesterday. A lot of heavy buying pressure, obviously options at play, but overall, as you can see, a lot of the big tech had decent days. Amazon was down just a bit, Tesla, but Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft all up. So certainly not a terrible day, but volumes were low throughout for the better part. Crypto is having a fantastic run. Yesterday evening, I was watching it a bit, and certainly today, Doge is up to nearly 29 cents, which is incredible. Bitcoin is hovering in that $46,000 to $47,000 range. Ethereum is hovering around that $3,200 range. So overall, crypto is just having a fantastic run after being beat down for the better part of a month. So if you're in these plays, congratulations. So as always, options is the name of the game on Fridays with AMC, as it always has been. A little odd to say the least, but it looks like they were protecting 35 and we were protecting 30. So we ended up obviously having a handshake agreement apparently in the middle. So overall, we kind of ended in a weird area, not a lot of selling pressure, certainly much more buying pressure. We could not obviously eclipse 35, certainly made a strong run to it, got into the 34s, but we just couldn't sustain it. They shot it down. The 35s just weren't going to happen, it would appear. Well done, German Ape. So overall, you had a great run yesterday, 28.61 euros, up 1.1%. So overall, fantastic way to end the week green. So IWM, obviously directly connected to the Russell. You can see how it performed. And AMC certainly outperformed the Russell and IWM yesterday with a lot of heavy buying pressure. So let's look at AMC, how it performed. Overall, started out a little weak, got down to an intraday low of 31.88, got down to that level, kind of double bounced on the 1 minute chart, and then we were off to the races to an intraday high of 34.48. As you can see, we tried to put those $35 calls in the money, just couldn't quite get there, and then slowly bled off throughout the afternoon. We closed at 33.47, up 40 cents, 1.21%. Certainly looked to have the makings of a much better day, but again, they were protecting that $35 level for the calls, and certainly that's a heavy level of resistance. And as you can see, we pretty well performed normally with the Russell, and then about the time we got to our intraday low, we shot up and pretty much separated ourselves from the broader market, which was good to see. Showed a lot of strength, but certainly we had a good day. 5-day, 5-minute chart, you can see intraday low earlier this week, 29.40. Certainly had that bounce, and we've been pretty well uptrending ever since. Looking at the 1 hour chart over the last month, we certainly found our bottom at 28.91. We have touched that area now twice, kind of a double bottom pattern, but we are continuing to hover in this $30 to $35 channel. We have to break that $35 resistance for our next leg up. The indicators would allude to the fact that we are set up nicely for an upward trend, but we'll see how this plays out. Looking at the 4 hour chart over a longer period of time, as you can see, we've been hovering around that $30 to $35 channel for the better part really of the last month or so, as you can see. But the RSI if you look back over time, really since early July, we have been in oversold territory for a very, very long period of time. I don't believe we've eclipsed 50 yet, which would tell me obviously there's a heavy level of buying pressure. We're in somewhat of a consolidation period. It is nice to see us find that heavy level of support at that $30 level. Hopefully, this will be a trend reversal and we can get going again, but we certainly have a lot of room to run when, in fact, that. So I don't usually show this too awful much, but the fib levels from a retracement standpoint, that 61.8 golden zone, whatever you call it, it's been a very, very heavy level of support for us around that $30 level. It is a bounce point, in my opinion. We have just started to kind of make an upward trend. As you can see on the RSI, we've been below 50 in oversold territory for the better part of a month. And we just started a bullish MACD crossover, as you can see. So overall, things are looking up. I think there's a lot of strength. Hopefully we can start a new bounce and start heading back upwards. But the first level to break is 35. The alligator, we need to get him going in the right direction. Right now, he is in a bearish direction, albeit his mouth is not wide open, which is good to see. Just in a downward trend, but I believe we can get him going in the right direction. Again, on the weekly chart, you can see where we've been consolidating in that really $30 to $40 channel, sitting on that 61.8 fib level, which is really strong, really good to see. Hopefully, we'll find a bounce and get going. So let's look at the overall Ortex data. It just continues to climb each and every day, and I'll get into this more tomorrow, I believe. But when we start seeing a divergence between the price action and the short interest trend data, usually the price follows it quite quickly, and I'll show you that more shortly over the coming days. So Ortex data, overall, we've had a substantial increase, 13F filings, and quite an institutional buyers. We are now at 472 total institutional buyers, at least 13F filings. There has been a substantial increase in the long-only positions. We are at 417. However, there's also been a substantial change in the short-only positions. We are now at 23. We were hovering in that 12 to 15 range for quite some period of time. We are now at 23 short-only and 32 long-short positions, which essentially is hedges. Shares on long continue to go up. We're almost to 112 million. Again, we get into this 115 range, I believe we'll be very well set up, very similarly to late May. Utilization is continuing to go up. We're around 92.56. Once we break 95, I believe this will become a hard to borrow stock, and the cost to borrow will go up substantially. Shares borrowed yesterday were about 2 million returns, so not a big net borrow change. But the short interest percent of free float has gone up substantially. We're at 19.01%, which is huge. Volume still on the low side. Usually on Fridays we are at 58 million. It would be nice to see a pickup in volatility. 800,000 short shares available according to Fintel at a borrow fee of 1.01. So let's look at the options volume and the big trades. Overall, the options sentiment is 1.5 to 1 calls versus puts, which is very bullish, and the options volume has started to pick up again. IVs are very, very low compared to where we've been a month ago. So anything in this low is certainly attractive to the big money, as you can see. So overall, it's nice to see that. I believe that, again, combined with the other Ortex data, is leaning very heavily in our favor. Let's close with a quote. If lying were a job, some people would be billionaires. Well, a lot of those people are already billionaires and are opponents, apparently. So, oh well, make your own decision around that. So I hope you find this video informative and entertaining. If you did, please like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel, and I would appreciate the support. And as always, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope your life is full of green candles. Take care.